Hi, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here. So now, introduce, get out to the video stuff here. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, today we're getting to a new FNAF collab here that was recently uploaded, and of course was recommended to me by one of the people that was involved with the actual stuff here, or at least had a little bit of involvement with the actual stuff here. Ethan Still Codes. They wanted me to go ahead and check it out. They said that it might not have the best animation possible, mainly because a lot of people that were a part of this video stuff here were basically, still very new to animation stuff here. But they wanted me to go ahead and give it a look, give my thoughts on it, and of course, just kind of give some recommendations. But aside from that, without further ado, let's get on to it. Just doing this as a little favor, so let's just get right on to it. Link down below, by the way, check it out. Check out people, they work really hard to record. Okay.
Dark and secrets arise. No one can know their demise. I'm to blame. Get my head in the game now. Bury away my sins. And my phone addiction kicks in. I just want to lay in bed. The dizziness crazed in my head. On the surface, it's a buggy game. But it's hiding much more dangerous things. Lost tapes of sympathy, that's it for me.
Okay. Interesting.
Raging spirits guide you to who has lied. Uncover the truth that's left behind.
Okay.
Why you looking so terrified? She was beautiful, but inside it felt like every part of her was bleeding in every way.
Okay.
Oh dear Sophie, do you recognize anyone missing, dead or alive? Familiar faces, traumatized and broken in every way.
Okay.
Eliminate all loose ends, killing, fixing up all my friends. Descend into madness on the inside like a shadow.
Okay.
Piece by piece, there goes
I'm bad.
marriage. Medicate the heavy damage. Manipulate everyone. I'm sorry, Jack. What have I done?
I see.
Terrified, she was beautiful, but inside it felt like every part of her was bleeding in every way. Oh dear Sophie, do you recognize anyone missing, dead or alive? Familiar faces, traumatized and broken in every way.
I see. That's not a bad scene. Shadow Fox Simpson, okay. First collab that they've released. Yeah, go check them out. They work really hard to record.
Dear Sophie, do you recognize anyone missing, dead or alive? Familiar faces, traumatized and broken in every way.
Okay. So that, and for doing, let me just go ahead and get my general thoughts and opinions on the stuff here. Starting off with the beat itself, then focus on the themselves, and of course start ending off with the actual animation stuff here. Let's get on to it. Now, of course, going on to actually beat itself here, first of all, the beat itself here was alright. Like I said, I love the song itself here. It's really good. It's like one of my favorite songs in terms of the Walton Files. But overall, it's a little unrelated here. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little unrelated here. And the pace of it doesn't really match with some other aspects of it, which I'll get later on to. But like I said, overall, beat itself here, still really solid. I love the song. It's still so well made. It just sounds so good. I love it. I actually love it so much. But aside though, let's get into the vocal work just here. Let's get right into it. Now though, going on to the actual vocal work and there's some subs here, they're very well done. I like them a lot. They're very, very good. And just the passion and the amount of heart that was put into the actual just vocal some subs here was immaculate. I love the song itself. It's just so good. It's just so enjoyable. I love it. But aside from that, like I said, overall though, just vocal some subs here, really gas. I like it a lot. Now then, of course, the lyrics themselves were so very well done as well. I love them as well. Like such as the amount of the structure and the foundation they actually provided for the extra stuff here was overall incredible and overall very, very well done. I loved it a lot, and it was overall very incredible and just so nice. I loved it. But aside from that, overall though, the song itself here is it doesn't really fit in too much with the animation stuff here. Without any further ado, let's get on to the actual just animation stuff here. Let's get right down to it. Now, of course, it is very rough. It is very, very rough for a lot of the segments themselves here. But maybe 2 or 3 segments here that kind of looked a little good. That looked no, not a little good. That looked a lot better. Like I said, without further ado, let's just get down to just kind of those examples as well here. A few examples. I do believe that this beginning segment here, while it was good, I do feel like it's a little slow. It was a little slow. The lighting etc. could have been maybe a tad bit darker, or of course maybe had more of a just like different kind of lighting here. I do feel like if they had like this more like spotlight kind of thing going on here, it would have been a little bit better. As it looks a little too bright here. And then of course that goes on to several scenes themselves here, where it's either too bright, they need more shading itself here, or of course just some bits where there's not even animation. Like this is just puppets. I'm not gonna lie. What even is this? It's just a monkey one. Okay, bro. Like, but this one, I do feel like it could have been great. I do feel like this segment could have been great. Just a little bit lighting, maybe a good environment a good environment to kind of put this animation into. It would have been cool. It would have been alright. But aside from that, the overall though, like I said, just the actual animation stuff here is also kind of struggling every now and then. Like look at this. Like it's a little rough. It's a little rough. I do feel like some of the movement could have been slowed down a little bit. Now instead of like instant teleportation kind of activity. But aside from it overall, still really well done. Like I said, the animation stuff here, very rough, very, very rough. But overall, a lot of improvement, a lot of room to grow, and a lot of room to just get better. And overall, I'm gonna just go ahead and give my general thoughts on the actual stuff here. Now though, going on to extras, like I said, animation stuff here, I do think while it is very rough, there's a lot of room for improvement, and there is just a lot of ways that they could improve not only their skills, but also just in general maybe get some advice as well. Overall though, I had a little bit of enjoyment from the activity stuff here. It was it was a little rough, but there's a few segments that I really enjoyed. But aside from that, without any further ado, like I said, go check out the video stuff here. Link down below. And of course, if you are a lot more knowledgeable animation stuff here, and of course, then you can give them a few a little bit of advice. Go ahead and like I said, go check them out. But aside from it, like I said, overall though, just animation stuff here, or just let's just get out to the actual deep dive stuff here. Let's not use up too much time. Now, before I get to the deep dive, please go check out the actual give me a second, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm a little sleepy right now. I'm not gonna. I'm recording super late. But like I said, overall though, let's just get into just deep dive stuff here. Go check it out. Link down below for the actual stuff here. Please go check it out. And aside from that though, also consider hitting the like button and of course subscribing, as it just adds so much to the channel stuff and just helps me out a ton. So please consider doing that. And of course, aside from that though, notification bell. If you want me to notify if you want me to notify for any future video that comes out from the channel stuff here, please consider hitting the like button. Like I said, I need another second here. Anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this segment without the earphones or headphones, whatever you want to call them, because they're just kind of fogging my brain up. So without any further ado, like I said, go check out the actual review of the stuff here. Link down below, end card right there at the video. But aside from that, also go ahead, hit the like button, and of course subscribe. Helps out a lot with the channel stuff here, and just helps me out a ton. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of repeated myself. Okay, bell icon if you want me to notify for any future video that as soon as it comes out, bell icon, consider hitting it. And of course, aside from that though, comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions on the stuff here, whether you liked it, you hate it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all. Like I said, at least leave your thoughts and opinions on the video itself here down below. And without any further ado, let's get right down to the actual deep dive here. Jeez, my brain. Let's just get down to the actual deep dive itself here. Now, of course, going on to the actual deep dive itself here, like I said, starting off with the beat stuff here is still really well done. I love it, but it doesn't fit in too much with the actual video itself here. Let me go ahead and put these on. Like, listen to this beat. It's just so good. With a lot of really intense moments here, with such as segments like this.
secrets arise. No one can know their demise. I'm to blame, get my head in the game now. Bury away my sin.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of really intense and action-packed moments in terms of the song itself here that honestly don't really translate too well in this collab, and it's kind of almost like a struggle in a way. And while it does kind of disappoint me a little bit, it's also understandable. I'm not gonna lie, I understand it. But aside from that, though, like I said, overall though, still really, really well done. Honestly, the amount of passion and heart that all the people have for the Exorcist video stuff here is incredible. And overall, really well done. I love it so much. But aside from that, though, like I said, overall, beat this up here. A little, what's the word for it? It doesn't fit in too well here. But overall, I still love the video stuff here. It's still an amazing song, an amazing beat. Like, there's a lot of really good action-packed moments and stuff that I just love so much. It's honestly a great beat and just so good. But like I said, just doesn't fit in too well with the actual video stuff here. And of course, like, there's just segments like this. Hold on, where was like right around here. Like this is really good. Like I like it. But it just not. It doesn't have that same intensity as the song itself here does. Actually, I do feel like no, it does kind of fit in more here. Eliminate all loose ends, fixing up all my friends, descending. And yeah, there are a few segments that really kind of line up with the Exorcist collab itself here. But like I said, overall though, the beat itself just widely has more intense moments that don't really translate too well into the collab itself here. And while there could have been other picks that would have been a lot better, this is still a really good song, and I like it a lot. But that's for good though, and then for the epic, let's get into actual vocal work, let's get into it. Now, of course, going on to Exorcist vocals themselves here, they were incredible. I love this song so much. Like I said, AP is an amazing, talented creator. I love a lot of their content. But aside from that, said, Rollo, along with the just intensity and action packedness of this song, it just the vocals themselves here have a lot of what's the word for it? Like they express a lot of emotion that isn't put too well on display here in the video itself here. I'm not gonna lie, and of course it's just almost feels like. Yeah, almost like the song, almost like the video itself here is kind of struggling to catch up with the song itself, and that's a shame. But overall, it's understandable. It's understandable. I'm not gonna lie, it's understandable. But aside from that, like I said, over the vocals themselves are incredible. I love them so much. Piggy is one of the most goated creators on YouTube, and of course, second though, also just the actual lyrics themselves are overall very well done. Give an amazing structure and foundation for the actual stuff here, and overall really good. I love it. I just love it a lot. But aside from that, without any ado, let's get on to the main point itself here. The actual just animation stuff here. Let's get right down to it. Now, though, like I said, there's a lot of really good moments that I want to go ahead and focus on, such as this scene right here. Like honestly, this is really well done. I love the lighting itself here. Nothing too bad, but overall, I do feel like there's a few moments here that kind of just I feel like could have been expressed better. Like even if it's like in like a more of a darker environment itself here, you could have done a little bit of something with the background itself. Maybe make it a bit more of a brighter red. Maybe making it more look like a I don't know, maybe like a foggy kind of just mindscape or something. But of course, I do feel like that would have taken a bit of time that wouldn't have been able to been put into the actor's animation itself here. And overall, this segment itself here, really well done. I love it. But there are a few segments here that kind of struggle a lot. Like I said, there's segments like this where the mouth movement itself here is a little kind of sloppy. It's overall still really well done. I like it a lot, but I do feel like there's few segments here that don't go up to par. Like that's not bad. That's not bad. But I do feel like this one was kind of a bit slower. It's a little bit slower. Kind of ended up doing that kind of just Muppet thing, was like that for too long. But aside from that, overall though, I still enjoyed it a ton. But overall though, I like this. I like this little segment here where they get kind of the red filter in here. I like that a lot. But yeah, aside from that though, it's just that the regular video stuff here looks a little too bright. I do wish there was a little bit more darkness here, a little more shadows here, especially like around the top area itself here. And it has more of a focus on the two characters themselves here. But overall, it's still pretty good and very well done. Then of course, after this little plushie segment, we get to one thing that I do think could have been a little bit better. Like this is over like the smoothness there is pretty good. I like that a lot. I just do feel like there's like certain segments that go way too fast, certain segments that go a little bit slow, and lighting, environment, both of those could have been really well done, and overall could have been expressed a little bit better. But overall, just a lesson to learn. Like I said, lighting makes a video have more depth, has more life, and of course, just the environment itself, you can really impact kind of how heavy a scene looks and just how heavy it kind of just is impacted. But aside from it though, overall, animation wise, and just animation, just flow wise, I do feel like this is more on the almost like lightning speed kind of feel here, especially with the appearance of this Shadow Freddy. Like look at this. Like bro just dang near teleports in. That's crazy. But aside from though, it's still pretty good, still pretty well done, and I like it a lot. But it just struggles with the actual pacing itself here. Now, yeah, this one also struggles a little bit with the actual just a little bit of the pacing itself here. The doll is the little plush trap doll is kind of thrown to the side without like a without so much as a flick. It's just kind of look at this. I'm not gonna flip funny. It just drops. It just drops and it's so funny. But aside from the overall though, it's still pretty well done. Like I said, just yeah, the model itself here looks really good. It's a buggy game, but it's hiding much more dangerous. And the environment itself here looks great. Like I said, the lighting itself here for the outside does look pretty good. I like it. But, of course, like, dang. Like, bro literally turned into a pile of blood in like 4 seconds flat. That is crazy. Aside from that, though, overall, though, just the actual animation stuff for this segment is not bad. But I do feel like it could have been a little better. And then this, while it looked really good. I liked it a lot, but it still has that kind of struggle with the environments themselves. It's looking a little more bland, looking a little empty. I do wish there's a little more something, maybe some fog, maybe some like or like maybe some mindscape kind of things going on. Maybe some like who knows? Maybe even some like kind of just like a ghost, or maybe just like maybe more of a hellscape, something like that. That would have been very interesting. It would have been very cool because this kind of looks almost like it's a little bland. That's what I'm trying to say. The environments themselves here don't really mix in with the actual stuff here. Aside from not the overall, like I said, filter really cool. I like it. Lighting itself here really well done. I like it a lot. And of course, just the actual just animation stuff here does kind of struggle a little bit. It does look a little bit crunchy here. But overall, it's still good. Like it's Muppet action right there, just like you who has lied, like that kind of thing going on there. But aside from the overall, still good. I like it. Then of course we get to other segments themselves here, and of course one of my favorite segments themselves here by Hakazi Productions, which is overall very well done. I like it. And of course, while it does struggle with a little bit of the actual just empty background itself here, it more than makes up for it with the actual just lighting itself here, and of course just the the flow itself is overall very well done. And then of course, like I said, spotlight, has a little bit of an impact here, gives this video more depth, has it gives a little bit more life. And of course, aside from that though, overall, it's just the actual video stuff here at least has a floor. The actual, at least this place here has a floor. Yeah, and at least has a floor that it can be stand on. But aside from that, the overall though, I like this. I like the the appearance of the ghost. It's not too sudden, not too crazy. It's really good. Really, just kind of they kind of fade in and out like actual ghosts would. And aside from that, though, overall, look amazing. And this one here looks really good as well. And of course, that is a little bit of an odd scene here. The transition from from the knife to the wrench was a little fast. But aside though, overall, still pretty cool. And I liked it a lot. But of course, just the splattering of blood on the model itself, it was a little sudden. So maybe just a little bit of splattering on the weapon itself here, as well as kind of shrinking it down a little bit, would have been more appropriate. But aside from the overall though, just the extra animation stuff here, not too bad. Now for this segment, it's way too dark. I'm not gonna lie. For this segment itself, I do wish that there was a little bit more lighting itself here. Maybe either from the eyes, maybe from like a little bit of a light from on top of the ceiling itself here to kind of help illuminate the area. Because it does look a little dark here. But overall, still really cool, really well done, and overall very, very nice. And of course, for this segment itself here, again, just mainly lighting. And of course, actually, with all that being said and done, let me just go ahead and give my full thoughts on the actual animation itself here. So the main things that are kind of being struggled with are the actual just lighting itself here and shadows, and then of course the actual just animation flow and the unique style, no, the uniqueness of their styles. Now of course that could just be fixed. It's just more animating, more learning the ropes, kind of just getting a deeper understanding of animation. But aside from that, I do feel like getting the proper lighting itself here does require you to at least think a little bit more, with the actual itself here, thinking like, oh, where's this light coming from? How is it kind of gonna start bouncing off the character to give it this more cinematic look? Like, how is it gonna kind of affect the area around it? Like I said, lighting is very important. Is it gives so much depth, and it can give so much kind of just more emphasis and more realism to a video itself here. And overall, it just sometimes it kind of, if there's not like any kind of just lighting itself here, kind of just lighting fixes, the video looks a little bit more weird. Like there's like no shadows being casted. There's like no like it just looks a little strange. Like look, I got a little bit of lighting here. I could just have like look, my hand on the my hand is blocking a portion of the lighting and giving it a shadow on the wall. And then of course, like I said, without there being shadows in specifically like segments like this, it looks a little strange. It looks a little odd. But aside from like that, overall, still that can be fixed. That can be fixed. And while the actual just flow itself is overall still really well done, like I said, just yeah. The flow itself here is still a little off tune and still kind of wonky. But aside from that, overall, I like it. I like it a lot. It has a little bit of an amateurness to it. Has its own kind of just has its own kind of vibe going on here that I honestly enjoyed, and also I really really appreciate it. But aside from that, overall, I really liked it. It's really sweet, really, really almost just like seeing a baby's first steps. But aside from that, overall, I'm really excited to see how the people keep improving their animation style itself here and keep improving on their knowledge of animation and just keep pushing on. That's all I can really say. Just keep pushing on, learn as much as you can, and of course, just if you hear any if you get any advice from people who know a little bit more about animation itself here, go ahead and take that to heart and go ahead and try to just practice in your off time, whether it's just practicing how to kind of just arrange a light, or mentioning how to kind of just get the actual flow itself here into a more concrete structure. It's honestly really, like I said, if you put time, if you put effort into the actual just in your skills themselves here and enhancing them, you will see improvement. Whether it's gradual, or maybe major improvement. Then of course maybe slowness of it, and then of course maybe big movement. Like I said, everybody learns a little bit differently, and overall I'm excited to see how all the people put their knowledge to the test, and of course I'm excited to see where they go in the future. I'm really excited. So like I said, please go ahead. Also to the animators that showed yourself here, continue doing what you need to do. Learn more about animation itself here, and of course, don't give up. Honestly, this is just the beginning of the journey itself here. I'm still learning how to make content, and I still feel like I slack off too much. I still feel like I don't do my best, and that I gotta lock in. But aside from that, I'm said, although that's all I kind of got to say for today. Like I said, just models themselves here, really well picked. I like a lot of them. They're really, really cool. But it's just struggling with the actual lighting itself here, the shadows, and of course the depth of the video itself here. And then of course, just the actual just animation flow and animation style itself here. It's a little chunky, a little bit like a chunky in certain segments. They kind of flow a little too fast. There's some segments that go a little bit slow and just look a little strange. But aside from that, though, overall, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time. It's overall very exciting. But aside from that, without further ado, please go ahead and check out the original stuff here. Link down below. End card right there. I'm leaving my like check it out right there as well. Link down below. End card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links for the actual stuff here, so please go check it out. And aside from that, the end card right there for another one of my videos. If you're another one of my videos, if you're interested in catching that, so please consider checking that out as well. And of course, aside from that though, yeah, that's it. Go ahead and consider hitting the like button and of course subscribing, as it just helps out a ton with the channel stuff and it just helps me out a ton. So please consider doing that. And aside from that though, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And yeah, notification bell. If you want to get a notification for the next time a video comes out from this channel, bell icon. That's comment is for. And of course, comment down below. You guys thoughts, opinions on stuff here. And of course, if you do know a little bit of animating and of course a little bit of maybe just lighting yourself or editing, go ahead and like I said, share some advice to them. Honestly, just share the knowledge. So honestly, it'd be cool if you guys did that. But aside from that, without any further ado, take care, stay safe. One last little favor. I gotta ask yes at least once or twice. Can you guys, can you guys? Did I just say that? I apologize. Never mind. I don't need it. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And of course, if you are sick or if you're not feeling well, take plenty of medicine and get plenty of rest. And of course, just try to recover as best you can. And of course, I'm gonna be going now. I don't deserve to ask that last favor, which is my already messed up speech pattern. So like I said, take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys later on today. Bye bye for now, though.